and assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast? Okay. What was all this for? Some kind of survival bunker? What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art. Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
I hold focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen...
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what of the
Putting her to work. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life, she's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So you know all about me?
What would you like to know?
Well?
When I was 8, thousands drowned, my parents included. I was my guardian. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, all because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh.
Aren't we? You're an outcast. Neither did I. I climbed my first from the technical analysis of art, profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful. From there, it was only a short step to gather.
You were a spy?
More like a service. When I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity...
What happened when...
They painted an irresistible one where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reach. It was only later that I realized they only intended to bequeath this future. By the time I finally figured it out, the Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Zenith's. I wanted Liz to come, but she had no...
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until...
I knew some of them were. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of... They built a colony. Where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again. But this time with you. Now finally, having met you.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which a better future for humanity.
So this channel you shared with Beta...
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that the channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meet...
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I know it seems harsh, but believe that her well-being has always...
Why did you make the data channel?
I built this house as a shelter to weather, a safe place. Not just for me, but cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and bring something else into her life, a heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house. She needed its shelter even more than...
Beta told me your colony was destroyed, that you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in efforts. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. Primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get in.
What exactly is your plan?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know, in this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which...
Once we're inside the base, where will we find...
Here, in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery, once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this.
How do you know about Silence?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of the distribution of override tech, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take...
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army. Victory seems to... Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru and waging war on it. What does she have to gain by attacking...
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have...
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines...
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking and all without ever knowing who the Sons of Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he under that blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside. So you knew...
Liz was everything she was, and more. Your ingenuity. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your...
I'm not asking about me.
The honest answer, for all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what?
Not aloof. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on it. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environment, but in her address, she was just starting to imagine an AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its program, but actually take responsibility.
To care about life.
Revolutionary stuff. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk... I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned...
So how did you finally...
I picked the right... The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the... She had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't. But she was very welcoming. Previously acquainted. It was only halfway through exactly who I was. It was quite... My business was trafficking in secrets and anonymity. So that was Liz. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Sylens' army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Sylens' only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Sylens to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Take much damage from fire.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
I take it the other units can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood. No good. Gotta find the building. fingers feel stiff in this cold. In that tree. Cold. I left it here. I should check for a trail with my focus. I'll keep some extra on hand.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After... Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
I thought you were gonna go fight some Tanakh.
I wanted to check in with you.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just, picking up the pieces like everyone. I'll be there when you need me.
I never doubted that.
Oh, I'm glad you're back.
So am I. I know you hate waiting, but you'll have...
Well, you go do what you gotta do, but are you okay? I almost lost it when I realized my sister had been taken by Dervahl.
I'm getting her back. That's all that matters.
Understood.
Do you think...
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing. I can't tell you she's handling it, but that keeps the rest of us level-headed.
I need to get going?
You better get there before Kotallo tries to take on Regala. Do me a favor.
I'll do my best.
It's all going to be okay. We can't give up now.
You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction. Especially after Cauldron Gemini. Varl, Beta, Guy. And that's just the beginning. The Zeniths want to...
We won't let that happen. Tilda, the Zenith that Beta mentioned, she was the one who rescued me.
Did she say what?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her, and so she was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zenith.
But you still don't trust her. Where I come from, the more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price. I'd be careful if I were...
So, all of the tribes here?
Yes. I've been the most fascinating one. An entire culture based on the holograms. There's much they've misinterpreted. But still, there's a nobility.
And deadly. How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy. I didn't know him well, but I can see Zoe and Erend seem to, but I don't quite know what to say.
They need time. Just...
And what about you? Will time...
I don't know. Seems like everyone's
Patalo more than most. If I were this Regala, I wouldn't want to cross him on the battle.
Regala still has a lot of machines on her side.
That's where...
If my plan works. I should get going. Be ready to go on my...
I won't let you down.
I know.
Was there something...
Tilda's the one who rescued...
Did she say why she saved?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek.
But where...
I gotta...
I'll...
Feels empty in here without Gaia. Oh, I guess this door's unlocked now. Is Gaia gone? These things.
Aloy. If you were listening to this, then, things didn't go as planned at Gemini. I know you'll keep your promise. Which means I must be dead. Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and further east to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Bala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Bala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on the Sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regalla will never forget. Override installed. Now to find a Sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain.
Wait. We're taking those space slugs down.
Think you can manage things here while I go help Hekarro?
Stopping Regalla's war. It'll help us take...
Yes.
Then I'll make sure the rest of us are ready upon your return.
Okay. How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both, but he never truly succumbed to despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness...
We'll be facing Spectre drones soon. Aaron and Katalo have fought them before.
Already asked them to run us through some combat drills. Aaron moves like an oaf, but he's good with that hammer.
I know we both want to make the Zeniths pay for what they've done, but once...
Don't worry. Wherever your arrow strikes...
Let's hope we hit our... I need to get...
Whatever you plan on doing...
I'll try. Okay, I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain. Good. There are Sunwings up here. We'll have to approach them quietly. Don't think I can override you. Guess there are more goblins out there. Arrowhand. I can see the whole village from up here. Maybe I should check in on it after I've dealt with Regala. Tilda? I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tallnecks. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it. There's a Tallneck. Need to get on top of its head. Now, how to land this thing. Made it. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the Tallneck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
I'm gonna have to get used to that. Reinforcements, maybe. Heading for the Grove. I hope a cover on this knock can hold out any longer. Here's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back. Got the cell. Now on to the Grove. The pulse from the Tallneck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. Pretty useful, even after I deal with Regala. go.
Morgala's inside. Kara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
It's Aloy! She flies on the wings of the Ten.
The tide has turned! Push through!
End of the line, Hakara. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala! Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
This fight is just beginning!
So that's how it's gonna be.
This is where it ends!
Yeah, it is.
Your blood will be mine!
Much better.
Come to me! This is the... I'll tear that braided head! I will call my story! Don't give up the pain! Use it! This is my strength! You are as weak as all the children of the East! How weak! Let me end your misery! You die! Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her. By our rights, you must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die. I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room. He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late. Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can...
So, Aloy, you've added yet another deed to your name, and I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, you're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Carja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
Your blade be bright.
Aloy, that was some trick you pulled.
It isn't the flame of the desert.
And so the Wings of the Ten found us when things were at their direst.
I'm not some legend come to life, Jataka.
That may be, but we will always be in your debt.
Quite an entrance, Aloy. Doubt anyone in the clan will ever forget it.
Ateka, I figured I'd see you here.
Of course. The Lowland clan fought for our own today. And like the day Hikaru conquered the Grove, we stand victorious. I see the same look in his eyes as I did then. Hope restored. His vision for us endures.
He'll need your continued support, I'm sure.
And he will always have it. Thank you for everything, Aloy.
Aloy, never doubted you knew how to make an entrance, but that, whew, that was something else.
Didn't think I'd find you here.
You know, I just thought a battle that'll be sung about for generations wouldn't sound as epic if the Desert Commander were missing.
Carl keeps his head.
I would not have shown Regala mercy.
Maybe even catching some fights in the arena.
Who might argue with the champion killer?
I guess it would be nice to have a friend there.
Wish I could have seen Regala's face when she saw you flying on that machine. Wish I could have seen Regala's face when she saw you flying on that machine.
Aloy!
Yeah.
Wall breaker!
The next time I'm on the wings,
your blade is to be respected, Outlander.
Regardless defeat was the only outcome.
Overriding sun wings. Ada's gift. Now I can take to the skies. Can't stay up here. Gotta fly lower. This is the mountain we went to knock close up with the Stormbird. Anything? Rika's armor should be around here somewhere. My focus might see something. A fragment of Rika's armor. There must be more. I don't like the sound of that. Whoa! It must be the Stormbird that killed Farika. I gotta loot the Stormbird. I might have a scrap of Farika's armor. One more bit of armor lodged in the machine. Could look around with my focus. Looks like another bit of armor. I guess that's it then. I should let the Tenaks know I recovered what's left of Farika's kit.
We saw you fly. Did you find Farika?
I was able to retrieve her armor. What's left of it anyway. She didn't stand a chance against that Stormbird.
Ah, I see. A painful end. But not without glory. So, what do you think? Was she the first to fly on the wings of the Ten?
She was brave, and spent a fair amount of time in the air. I'd say what she did qualifies.
She flew! I knew it. The first to fly. As her successor, you should keep her armor. You can fix it up at the workbench. This way.
Once you repair the armor, you're welcome to it. You take after Farika. Bold, brave, and a diplomatic liar.
She met a harsh fate. Let her have the title.
Fair enough. It's kind of you to show such humility.
Keep your blade bright. Listen, you're not in charge.
Varro's enemies fall before.
Falling gently.
The Outlander
Be guided by the 10. You're brave.
Once you prepare for each trigger, with our boss.
That look. It's time to change it.
Hail, Aloy. In the name of the 10.
The sentry said the raft was heading west. One raft in an ocean. Should be easy to find. Wreckage from a raft. Maybe those fugitives didn't make it too far after all. I'll only find out if I go down there. There's someone down on that rocky outcrop. You're one of the raiders who attacked Tide's Reach? Where are the others?
Holed up on top of a tower across the sea to the west. Where I left them. I thought that they were true Tenakth, but they're murderers, not soldiers.
The Tenakth that Tide's Reach think you should all face justice.
Then they should come and get me themselves. If you want justice, then find the others. Leave me here to face the sea. Last battle.
Why did you abandon the other raiders?
They abandoned the cause. They seek carnage, not honor.
You think the attack on Tide's Reach was honorable?
I wanted to face the guards in battle, but the others murdered them in their sleep.
The rebellion is over, you know.
So you say. I say there will always be those who want the Tenakth to be true to themselves. Leave me. You'll find the others on a tower if you keep going to the west. Find your justice there. Go! I'll face death soon enough.
Why did you abandon the other raiders?
They abandoned the cause. They seek carnage, not honor.
Here we go. So those fugitives are in a tower to the west. If they're close, there could be a threat to the Queen. I gotta take care of them. Machines. Better be careful. That'll make things easier. Just gotta look for the Quen's gyro compass on that rack. Pouch is full, but the pack has room. That's it. This thing took a beating. Not sure it still works. Better take it to Harry and Christia. Maybe they can fix it. Shake off this wet.
By the ancestors. You're back. Is that?
I'm sorry.
It's broken. Our last hope.
No. There has to be a way to fix it.
How?
We just need to replace the batteries. And the sensor unit.
Right, because they're just lying around a jungle for us to find. Wait.
The ancient fleet.
It might have what we need.
What ancient fleet?
When we abandoned our ship, we were washed ashore on a beach southwest of here.
There were ships built by the ancestors there.
Overseer Bohai will never let us go there. He won't risk losing any more navigators. He needs us to guide the fleet home.
No one's going home without a working gyro compass.
I can get them for you.
You'll need to look for a sensor unit. They're usually on a ship's antenna.
And batteries. 3 of them. They're small, so they might be hard to find.
I've got something for that.
We put our faith in you once again, Ancestor.
I will wait to serve.
Chin up, soldier. You've got a long day ahead. Finally up and about. Your shoulder doing all right?
Okay, that's the raiders. And they are a threat. I better find a place to land. And fight. I can't let these fugitives escape.
This tower is ours!
Now you finish her!
We make our stand here. What's the Nora doing here? Bring that outlander down! This isn't your business.
That's the last of them. Those raiders won't be attacking Tide's Beach again. Or anyone else. could try to line up the Vista Point image again. I should be within range. Let's give this another try. I think this shows part of San Francisco from somewhere really high up. I think I can land this thing on the tower. That'll do. Okay, this looks promising. Maybe the image was taken somewhere on this tower? This easy? That did it. There's data here. Another set of coordinates for some kind of cache. Looks like I have one more stop to make. Okay. I think I'm close to the coordinates for the Vista Point cache. A keepsake and a message. What was it?
Hello, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Thank you for completing the Vista Point tour. I hope it's given you a better idea of the work we do at Miriam Technologies, but more importantly, why it is so critical. As you've seen, life is fragile. And, as my mother once told me, it needs our support, our care, and our love to survive. I hope this message, which is the core of Miriam's mission, means as much to you as it does to me.
Stuff for the stash.